It's Christmas Eve and I don't see the extreme winds yet anyways with all the warnings, although there's tons of trees knocked down everywhere. And what did I read today? How about this? Apparently a retailer leaked out the new upcoming DJI Flip drone. So what is it about? What did we learn? So with this retailer leak, there seems to be a fly more combo. Did it release specs and so forth? Yes, it did apparently. It's going to be under 250 grams as expected. It has a 1 and 1.3 inch CMOS sensor, so it's kind of the same thing as the Mini 4 Pro, it seems like anyways. Although the flight time is 31 minutes. So as you know, since this is labeled as the Flip, you have to wonder, well, why exactly did they call it the Flip? Does it, for example, flip over if it falls over like one of those FPV drones, for example? I'm guessing by the looks of this anyways, it's just the fact that the propellers on the side, they flip in and out to make it more compact. So what exactly is, I guess, the selling point of this one versus the other ones? Because as you know, they recently released the Neo drone as well. It made me wonder, is this supposed to be a better version of the Neo in terms of the camera quality? Because a lot of the videos and stuff I've seen out of that drone anyways, it doesn't look that great when it's, for example, not as ideal lighting conditions, which is true for a lot of these smaller camera drones, for example, but it looked way worse than a lot of, for example, smartphone footage that I've seen anyways. So maybe this one, they're trying to bump up the quality, giving people an option. So based on the prices and so forth on that site anyways, it seems like the drone itself is going to be under $500. With the controller, it's under $700 and it'll be about $800 it seems like. For things like the Fly More combo, when you're factoring in US dollars, I would imagine anyways. But at the same time, again, who is this for? To me anyways, it seems like it's for people who want something like the Neo with a higher quality camera. I don't think this is like the Mini 5 Pro, for example, like they're not replacing it by the looks of it anyways. I know for myself, for these types of drones, assuming the price is really good, I would expect the selling point for this to be the ease of use, and hopefully it would be less noisy than all the other drones, although I don't know how much quieter or louder this one will potentially be by the looks of this anyway. So it'll be kind of interesting to see how this one turns out. What do you think? Is this on your radar if you're looking for a new drone, or just holding out for the other ones? For example, like a Mini 5 Pro, or potentially things like the Mavic 4 and so forth. Expect all this to be announced, I would assume anyways, next year during things like the CES 2025. Yeah, that's coming really fast. This year went really fast for me anyways. Although with that said, I guess a lot of places are still talking about things like mystery drones in the US around the New Jersey area. And how about here? Are people actually getting paranoid about it here too? Like there's this article here that says, drone, plane, or UFO, strange lights spotted flying over Cambridge. Drone sightings or visitors from another world? One Cambridge resident is trying to answer this question after he says he saw strange lights hovering above downtown Galt on Sunday. Cody Macbeth claims to have spotted unexplainable lights with a mind of their own while having a smoke on the balcony of his Park Hill Road apartment. Okay, I know a lot of people are gonna joke about that line here anyways. It says, I'm looking out with just an open kind of sky and some forecasts, and all I can see is this very small orange-yellow light, said Macbeth. I've seen a lot of local planes and stuff in the area here, and with the night they would have high beams on and you can see some other lights, but this was just like, it looked like a star. And as he's describing it, it says, this thing's moving like it's clearly passing through clouds and stuff like that. It stops and just goes directly up. Directly straight up through the clouds where you can still see the lights getting faded out through the clouds, and then once it passed the clouds, it just keeps on going up until I could not see it anymore. Unfortunately, Macbeth did not have his phone on hand and did not record any video or snap any photos. He adds he was stuck staring at the lights and didn't even think to move. Shocked at all what he saw, he immediately called his friends to tell him what happened. His friend pointed out to a similar occurrence in London, Ontario just a few days ago. And they actually talked about how in the US people were seeing drones, as they say, the size of SUVs and all that. So who knows what's gonna happen, I guess, earlier in the year afterwards. So much hysteria now, huh? All right, see you guys later.